right, aha, I could TV. I am one customer song for a American, and the latest update to be a bedroom one. I'm say why a crowd of people who said a year Ghana is see a far echo ever. Now, you need to a year President John Dramani Mahama. Na se say deɛ ɛyɛ just ɛna hye sɛ ato ɛyɛ Ghana for ɛsan sɛ yɛ start it te sɛ otua ɛyɛ sam awies bi a kyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ four coupon kyɛ sɛ otua ɛyɛ sika bi ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛnkɔ gye nsɛm ho nkyɛmu bi.
On Ghana Tonight, government pays fourth DDEP coupon, set aside some 9.7 billion Ghana cedis for the fifth coupon, and the details coming up shortly. That is coming up next here on Ghana Tonight, and this is one that we are also getting into because this statement came through not too long ago, and the government of Ghana successfully settled the fourth domestic debt exchange program coupon, demonstrating its commitment to meeting financial obligations and restoring confidence in the economy. I'm going to put a statement on the screen right now, signed by Phyllis Kwachofosu, Minister of State for Government Communications, spokesperson to President John Mahama, confirming that the Ministry of Finance, following a directive from President John Mahama, has honored the payments. Now, the copy of the statement, portions of it are put on the screen, and this directive today, the 17th of February, honored the payment in cash of over 6 billion Ghana cedis to all domestic debt exchange program bondholders. And government has also honored the payment in kind portion of the 3.46 billion Ghana cedis deposited and into the respective bondholders' securities accounts in line with the DDEP memorandum. It also continues. Additionally, government has also paid into the debt service recovery CD account, that's the sinking fund, an amount of 59.7 billion Ghana cedis as a buffer for the fifth DDEP coupon that will fall due in July and August 2025. So that is another thing to also take into consideration. We understand the government has also paid this amount of 59.7 billion into the sinking fund. And we'll hear President John Mahama talk about it during that Bloomberg interview about the establishment of the sinking fund again. And you know that the former Finance Minister Seteke has been talking about this because this is one that the first NDC, or that's John Mahama administration, put together this sinking fund to have especially the debt servicing indeed be done through the funds that accrue into this sinking fund. We didn't see much of that approach or that policy approach in the 8-year period of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. But President Mahama, according to this statement, expresses commitment to the government's honoring of all obligations under the DDEP, and through the 2025 budget statement, government will announce further measures that would help to restore market confidence in the economy, prioritize spending, and improve transparency and accountability in public financing. So that is the statement that's coming through, and ultimately the government seeking to restore fiscal prudence while ensuring value for money for every peso spent, despite a challenging economy that was bequeathed by the previous administration, and the government is expressing a commitment and determination to bring back a stable cedi, control the spiraling inflation, and create jobs for the teeming young people. Dr. Edouard Anienchi is the convener for the one of the 3 bondholder groups that we had in this country during that DDEP period. And Dr. Edouard Anienchi is joining us on the telephone. Doc, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Ghana Tonight. Hello, Doc.
Good evening.
Great. I mean, this news of some 9.7 billion cedis paid to the domestic debt exchange program persons who participate, the bondholders who participated in this DDEP, must come at some good news for you, correct?
Yes, of course. If bondholders are going to be paid any amount at all, it's good for investors. But But let me clarify that for people who were exempted or who didn't submit their bonds for the exchange, they have always been paid every week when the coupon is due. They have been paid, so we don't have a problem there. What government is paying now is for people who put in their bonds for the new bonds, those who exchange their bonds. And the settlement date was in February, I think February 17th. And so August 17th, something is due. Then another February, something is due. Then another again, August, something is due. This is about the fourth coupon that is due for the bonds that were exchanged. Normally, it's a big amount because all bondholders have to enjoy that. All those who exchange their bonds have to enjoy that. So it comes just once every 6 months, and therefore very, very heavy in terms of the quantum of the figure that must be paid. So government now is to pay that, and the statement is saying it's being paid. Today is Monday. Normally by this time the funds will be sent to the banks, so that by tomorrow, latest Wednesday, people's accounts will be credited. So that is good, so that the continuation or the continuity of the payments will be there, because this is the fourth one. MPP time, they pay 3 of the coupons, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. This is the fourth time, and people who are thinking that a change of government may bring some challenges, I think they are now comforted that no, the new government will continue to pay us when these coupons are due. So that is fine.
I see. But then again, the statement gives some categories and different forms of payment. So we see a little over 6 billion paid in cash to all the DDEP bondholders. But then again, some 3.46 billion honored the payment in kind. That's PIK portion of the entire exchange program, which has been deposited into respective bondholder securities account in line with the DDEP memorandum. What is this PIK? And just for the benefit of our viewers to understand.
The bond exchange, the exchange program, the corporate side, they were treated differently from the individuals. The individuals get their money straight. The corporates were getting something that they call the payment in kind. So that is for the corporates. Corporates who were like the banks, insurance, except the mutual funds and unit trusts, which were treated as individuals. The other corporates, they had that payment in kind in addition to the cash payment. But for individuals, it is only cash payment that everybody gets. That's individual 10%. If you are individual and you are above, you are 59 above, yours is 15% as per the condition. So that is what it's talking about.
I see. And that also comes in then to that point about the 9.7 billion cedis. You talk about the next coupon that's going to be paid, because this is the fourth coupon that has been paid. The fifth coupon, we understand from this statement, a little over 9.7 billion has been set aside for the payment. So that is a schedule that, per this statement, government has indicated the commitment to honor that one as well. Dr. Ng.
Yeah, if government has paid some amount into a sinking fund, then investors are assured that when the time comes, which will be in August, July, August, let's say August, because the settlement period day was 17th February. So come the next payment day, which will be 6 months time, investors are assured that money has been set aside already for the payment. So nobody will have any challenge with that. you are not going to wait for government to say, oh, I don't have the money to pay you, so give me 1 day or 2 days. Once it is put in the sinking fund, then that is reserved for the payment. So investors are happy when you have set aside amounts to pay for the coupons. That is a good thing.
See, Dr. Nanchi, appreciate your time on this. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us here in Ghana tonight. Dr. Edouard Nanchi is a convener for the Locked Up Investment Forum and also a convener for one of 3 individual bondholder groups. And it gives that indication, a breakdown of the payments that have been made and the categories of these DDEP participants who are benefiting from this payment, over 6 billion cedis, as announced today in that statement.